Let's see who's coming in more prepped, more pracked, more ready to rumble as we get into this game. Kit smoke, but an exec on A first for Vitality.
Also, I don't want to say it, but you said let's get ready to rumble. That's a UK classic. So let's see if the Brits are going to be up to something here. Well, Brit, Mezzi having to rotate in to join FASHR at CT. And now his teammate's dead. He will have a bit of support here as everyone else starts to move over. fnatic are grouping for a 4-man CT retake, but they're barely even making it through the choke. Nikado's 2 quick, nice kills at 1 point of health, but he is put in the dirt eventually. And now as they start to try and get out, a lot of time already ticked off this bomb. Kit's still in play on Crims and a smoke for it, but he's beheaded. And Mezzi's cut down as well. Beautiful little pistol there out of Vitality. Full control throughout. The retake A setup dealt with easily. They push all the way up. They fight for that CT control, and that was exactly the route that fnatic would hoping would be left open come retake time.
Yeah. Even with a couple of nice shots from Nikados, I mean, with everyone tagged up to just 10 health off of those gooshes early, it was never going to be around for fnatic. They were never going to get a stick off on that bomb. And so full eco in the second. Seems like a guarantee when fnatic lose pistol so far in the Pro League. Boost up. Gonna have this apps rush. Most players make it. Or we're going to take the long route. And he cancels anyway. Dupree's already up in ladder. He just missed that, though. They are waltzing through B. Apex doesn't know what he's about to run into. Only one. Now the pennies drop. Now they know exactly what's going on. Bomb can head A.
Who we got observing this one? Is it Jakey?
Yeah, Jakey. We've got J-Raz on the cinematics.
Oh, it's a good team.
Can't go wrong with the double J. Russia's gone to bed. It is past his bedtime.
Yeah,
You've got to keep
strict bedtimes.
Russia's never seen the night shift. Doesn't know what it is. That's not even a joke. I mean, he does have a strict bedtime, and he adheres to it without fail.
Yeah, man, you got to have a bit of routine, right? Routine leads to a good life, and the routine for this one, right? It's one that you've seen time and time again. You eco the second. What's the reward for that, mate? You get to buy up in the third. You get to bring those guns out nice and early, don't you, Hugo? You are going to be a little limited. You know, no kits in play for fnatic does mean that if this comes down to a retake, you're not going to have that much less time to work with, but we'll bear that in mind, see if it ends up cropping up in this round. A bonus round attempt from Vitality. It's a bunch of Galils, couple of AKs in there, and a MAC-10 as well. Trying to get out ramp early. Looks like they've had a change of heart on this one.
Yeah, bailed, back to spawn. ZywOo is deep B at least, but he's going out under, so maybe a late mid take here for Vitality. It's at least forced all of fnatic's util, and that was the goal. Look at this, smoke and flash left up for fnatic, and not even a kit in this round. They've got to win some serious gunfights right now. Here's that window smoke for the mid take, whether or not it even happens. Top con smoke as well. And so now fnatic lose eyes on middle, and they can't even flash for peaks, really. They just have to accept it. Now that top con smoke did miss. I think it was blocked. Nikados lost 1 health, so yeah, he blocked that himself. ZywOo gets that pick anyway. No smoke, no problem. They're going to flash their way up Cat, but it's Con where the bomb will have to head, splitting with Majiskau Palace.
Yeah, Roy could get an angle here, but instead, the hole's been dug deeper. That swing out from CT sees him served up to Apex on a silver platter. And now with a plant, Vitality, man, this is looking nice for him. You wouldn't even blame fnatic for saving, and I mean, now you definitely are. ZywOo tapping out Crims like that. Back to the drawing board. And that's really big for Vitality, man. Whenever you squeak one of these, you know, bonus rounds past your opponent, it's a real feel-good moment. Now you've taken 2 of the attempted saving players out of the round as well. It's so lucrative right off the bat for this Vitality squad. And, you know, if that's how they mean to go on throughout this 3rd map, I am a little worried for Fnatic here, right? They're going to have to take another breather in this next round. They're not going to have much around this one M4. Couple of pistols, that's really about it. And so it's not going to be, most likely, till that scoreline reads 4-0 to Vitality, that we even have guns back out. At least next time, there won't be any caveats by the by. They'll have orbs, they'll have, you know, kits in play if they want. Hang on, I meant that the other way around. They'll have kits and an AWP in play if they want. I'm going to say you kind of always want the kit. It's not really an optional extra on that one there. You know, you can have the burger without the burger. Wouldn't recommend it.
And lettuce and tomato.
Fast through middle though, Hugo.
Sandwich. Oh, FASHR, that's the one gun, and at least Crim's trades to get
Crim trades, yeah.
Trades, yeah, it's his DIY office. You can find him. He's actually found another. Roy, smooth moves up the ladder, but they're going to run at him. Nothing to lose. 2 players. Mezzi hits a lovely deeg, though. Back into a 3-on-2. Vitality may have that mid-control, but they're forced to split the B site. Crims through smoke. He's found a trade, a wallbang headshot, and now a smoke headshot in this round. And ZywOo, if he wants to stay flawless, needs a 1-on-3.
Mezzi on the angle, though. Oh, he's just started to move. Mezzi's just started to doubt himself. Oh, comes back in with the little tap from the deeg. And yeah, man, now's a good time to put some money in those Crim trade stocks. Crim trades. We believe in doing things the old-fashioned way.
What way is that?
That's like, you know, that's kind of like, you know, the voiceover type.
That would convince me.
You know, if it was like, come on, Hugh, give me like the soundbite clip for Crim trade.
I think you just did. I think you sold it there.
Yeah.
I'm buying stocks.
Yeah.
I'm remortgaging my house, and it's gone. Oh, Crimmy, Crim. What can you do? Smoked out, mollied under. Vitality are trying to take mid, but they're waiting. See if there's a reaction with that molly. You know that Fnatic will be fighting in middle. They might face. Vitality are nice and patient here. So patient that nade does nothing. Free smoke in the window though. Mid nade a bit early. Now that undersplit comes in, Crims changes angle and in fact completely leaves his position. Nikados's AWP has been pushed all the way back to the B site. He's very low. Vitality just doing their due diligence, throwing this utility, getting Fnatic out of dodge and resetting back for an A attack. Spinx is going to be on the late window lurk. Roy, the second he takes eyes off of this is the second that Spinx will activate. Crims in the corner. Oh, and a lovely time to check it on that smoke fade.
Crims is having a day. Crims is having a day right now, and that's a very good thing. If you're a Fnatic fan, Mezzi will get caught. Spinx gets out at 1 HP. But rest assured that Crims is here. Oh my God, he's got himself another kill. 1 point of health, by the way. 1. That's 1. Singular HP. Roy dancing around inside of the site, wasting time with so little time left. You don't have time to spare. You got to get this bomb down right now. And there's the spam from Crims.
Oh, exits galore. Spinx kills everyone there. I think that was 3 kills. 3 kills
the whole time.
Should not be happening, but not enough. That fake out and the saddest part, I mean, you know, it was lose-lose. He was going to get spammed on the first tap, forced all of Roy's ammo, went to the pistol, went to the knife, and then Crim spams him anyway. It was absolutely cooked. But that player behind him couldn't really assist, kind of had to run in front of default and chase Roy there because with that smoke down, he had so much cover. But it's all too little, it's all too late. And Fnatic, they'll take it. Didn't go to plan, but it did result in the round. 1 gun, and... oh, I was going to say it's gone, but it's not. Nika does. Misses his shot, has to retreat. Grim's getting spotted in connector. Another reset A, but they've got no utility to pop this site right now, and so the passive setup from Crims and FASHR is perfect. No guns to be offered up. Lower players should lose their... Okay. All right.
It's fine. You know, these things are allowed to happen.
Well, it's okay, because Crims, he's going to, you know, peek them deep down ramp, Harry. He's going to get the pick.
Of course he is. He's got 18 bullets. And what, 4 players there? Easy, man. That's what? 4? No?
4.5.
4.5 bullets a player? He can do that. No worries. Not a worry in the world for my mate Crims up in Palace right now. Not actually my mate. He doesn't know me. But
Famed
the pistol
P250
are starting to come out through the ramp, and yeah, you do have the Apex P250 still in the round, still with a chance, but everyone else has been made quick work of over the stairs. Spinx is dead, so unless Apex can cook us up, and oh, he just wants to die. He's begging, please, somebody shoot me. And so Mezzy will oblige.
Yeah, I would have loved it if Mezzy just tucked there and let it and killed him after time, right? Those are my favorite, where, you know, Big used to do it a lot. Old God Be Big, where, you know, there's a player, you know, one surviving
actually,
who can't win the round.
Has got to be big, but
yeah,
you know.
sure, you know, in the server,
when he was playing,
server, you know, as the in-game leader, yeah, always used to, you know, hide, make that call. Don't peek, wait after time, because it does make a difference, Harry. It's all part of that economy long game manuscript. Yeah. A key aspect of it, killing after time. All these little tricks and details to not only tilt your opponent, but to rob them as well. Crims. Well, we need some Crims trades here up top mid, because Roy's going to make that first contact. Oh, and he's dead. Where's the Crims trade? Where is it? He's not turned back. Oh, no one's helping him. Crims needs to get out. Somehow he will. Nikodos dies. I don't know what happened there. FASHR anchors A, but Mezzy's gone for the B side, and this round is busted wide open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It pretty much should just draw to a bit of a close now, right? With these kind of kills going the way of Vitality, the fact that they've got an open route in a B, and they found 2 out of middle. I think fnatic are just going to throw in the towel on this one. Might even look to grab this AWP that's dropped over here in Con. Crim's going to be the guy that would have to do that.
Yeah, the jump. Too pretty.
Most anxious, like 20 seconds of FASHR's life right now. Ooh. Oh, and he even gets the ult, man.
Nice grab.
Crim's pathing, next level.
Yeah, that was weird, though, in mid. Like, Crims didn't turn. Maybe Nikodos said he had him, but he definitely didn't have him, right? You know, Crims was getting chased from top mid. They were already behind boxes. And then as Crims, you know, jumps back in Con, that's when Nikodos tries to move away with him.
Yeah, to be fair as well, like, last second flick onto Con. Part of me even wonders, like, was that bullet meant for Crims? And Nikodos just caught it.
And Nikodos also wouldn't have been able to see ZywOo because Crims was in front of him at the time. And Crims disappears, and then boom, you're dead. Like, oh, okay, cool. So unlucky round, but yeah, that setup kind of fell apart. I was expecting Crims to just swing top mid and trade it, but he was still so scared of under. And meanwhile, down under. It's Apex. Dupree's got to smoke that molly. It's a good trade for fnatic, absolutely, to get that utility out. Ooh. Stalemate in this round, but as has often been the case, Vitality are grouping at the A site. Meanwhile, FASHR has just taken ramp. This is his most aggressive round yet. Nikados needs to care. Con, 2 crawling up. Missed shot. He's going to get back to safety. It's really all on FASHR right now. He needs a multi-kill. They're going to go through the molly. ZywOo picked Nikados in spawn, but FASHR will save the day. Bomb drop. Can he live? Yes. Just about. Reface. And another shot off from the orb. Dodging the nade. Down low. Magisk in the 1v1. And he can't do it. It's all FASHR. 4 kills at ramp. He had to save the day, and save the day he shall.
What a beautiful sequence, man. Like, he gets the first 2 facing. I think he realizes what's happened with the whole, you know, like, ZywOo pushing through his molly, but not committing. He realizes that Nikados has died all the way back in CT. He cannot wait around for any longer in this fight. He needs to swing it as they're adjusting around this smoke. He manages that, then recognizes that, well, you know, Palace has been open for a moment now. They could be up connector because we saw them in middle. And so he very, very quickly ducks back in on the ramp side. Just a great example of like him breaking fights up as they came to him. Very, very nice from FASHR there. Crim's dead immediately to open this one up, and one man does make it out of Palace.
They're on
all
site.
the way up into the bomb site.
No
Dupree is on a mission. He was just next to the enemy, and he's made it all the way in a window. His teammates are getting cleaned up, but Dupree is still a big X factor in this round.
Got a flank CT. Spinx is waiting for him. He can't drop window, and now they're checking a B flank just in case. They don't know where he came from. They get caught off, but still a dink from Mezzi. It's really cooked this round now for Dupree. It was looking so possible. But there's even a player in spawn with a pistol. Nikados finishes the job, and they know Spinx was Palace side. I don't think they realize this bomb is dropped on the balcony. Now Spinx has control of it. FASHR has regrouped on ramp. He's been hurt, or Spinx has been hurt by him, but he still seems aware, wants to clear this corner, and he finds the headshot instantly. 1v2 now for Spinx, and he even gets the wallbang into the orb. Headshot. Roy's on 10 health. A round made for Spinx. And he's going to close it.
Unbelievable scenes, man. Spinx comes alive in the nighttime.
Yeah.
The wallbang headshot as well.
Yeah, I was waiting
One for the ages.
God damn it. Oh, words are hard, man. But sick round. Thought Dupree was going to be the clutcher there with that sick CT flank, but Spinx. Guy's nuts.
Oh! Everyone is like just taking it in turns to have a moment in the limelight. Crims has decided it's been off of him for a couple of rounds now, and so he's back. Apex out through the apartments, but it's Dupree to steal the kill. Mezzi with a FAMAS trying to make a stand here. Dupree's out on platform, and FASHR's moved in to get rid of him. ZywOo bare knuckle brawling in the bomb site, but battered out, and now all onto Spinx again, trying to put up another big clutch. This time an AWP is holding him. Waiting back in the market, Spinx is going to be a bit more hard-pressed to navigate this one. They're in a very good spot to swing and fight this together, but that cross from Mezzi's given over a 1v1. Uh-oh, don't let him do it to you twice. The mental would be in the bin. Nikados, he needs this clutch, not just for himself, but for the whole of fnatic, and he will nail it the second time around.
The wallbang, baby. He's done him in. That's a nice bit of vengeance for Nikados, right? He got spammed through CT spawn last round. Spinx was on for another. Denied right at the end. This is a crazy game right now. This is loose. Look at this opener for Crims. Mid-air. Oh. Nikados' adjustments are second to none. Such a talent. And now he's even got the confidence to push top mid into an eco round. Vitality force, they're running it back at B.
Yeah, fast out and into the site again. This time, Mezzi, he's got to hold on. One and done is not enough. Good for the double. Gives Nikados time to arrive on the short side, but he is spammed out. Magisk at bench. Still with a bit of fight left in him. Has teed up the 2v2 for Vitality now. FASHR and Crims a little removed from the B site. Gonna have to take a moment to get set up and come in on this retake. ZywOo's even armed himself. Armed with an M4 now and getting the info that FASHR is up on short. That MP9's going to do you no favors at this range.
Oh, the orb.
Has been able to grab that AWP. But right now, Crims is the man we kind of need to kickstart this retake. If it was ever going to happen, he needed that headshot, and he will deliver it. ZywOo now alone, trades that kill out, and just has FASHR left to beat, and he'll take him out. Wins the 1v2, gets the AWP out of it, and finds a 6th for Vitality.
Okay, this game's crazy. It's Clutch City, Harry. We've checked into our hotel. Apex, he has no idea what's going on. And this game rages on into the night. I'm loving this Counter-Strike. Mirage does give you great games. You may not love the map. You may be tired of getting headshot, but watching some top-tier teams on it is always entertaining, always provides these moments. Wow. 3 clutches in a row. And almost all 3 for Vitality. One just snuffed out by Nikodos, but ZywOo in a 1v2, basically favored at that point. Very well played. Now it's fnatic, whose back has been broken. D-Garmer. ZywOo with his save.
Dude, I'm so paranoid about everything that, like, normally, like, crossing behind this smoke doesn't bother me, but even as they were walking across there, my brain's like, oh, with how these rounds have opened up. It's scary.
Like the Vitality nip game, you know, on Vertigo, where every kill was a smoke spam, every kill was a wallbang.
They're going to try and have ZywOo open with the AWP. Long sight lines for him, so he's going to love this. Nades are good onto Apex, bit of damage, but they will respond with some nades of their own, and this should be FASHR's. Goose is cooked. Flushed out of the sight. ZywOo's even dropped another from the round. Oh, they don't know about Nikodos. They don't know about him. He's let the first man go by.
Okay.
Will this be problematic in the long run? Because they're kind of nailing everyone else, but they still don't know about the man in the sight. Run down after one, and now Mezzy left alone in the 1v4. ZywOo's going up and over. They're running at him, and there's the kill to find the man at the helm of fnatic back in CT.
That's a shame he even took that kill. I think he could have gotten a lot more out of it, but there's only so long you want to hold this shot. You know, when your team are screaming, take it, and you've got a kill right there. But damn, Magisk, essentially just the meat man, right? Takes the shot so his team can trade him.
The what?
The meat man.
Oh.
You know, just a pinata.
I was just making sure I heard it right, yeah.
A pinata. I don't want to call him a decoy. It wasn't like that. It was more, you know.
No, it was more. He was like a tank.
Yeah, he was like a tank. Yeah, sure. Take the shots, get the info.
Or meat man.
Or meat man.
You know, whichever one,
yeah,
I guess.
They're synonymous.
Messi did get a did get 2 USB kills, actually. Quite nice from the guy.
Well, he's met some men, and he's come out with a couple of kills here. So will he save or will he go?
He's broken the window, hoping that that would, like, pull them away, pull the attention away. Dupree was just holding the murder hole. It's kind of the easiest spot in the map to hold and get a beat on someone on. Very, very rough for Mezzy there. But, you know, did well to get out of it with anything, considering there was no investment.
Yeah, you'll take it. You'll take it. Still, this is turning out to be a very good game for Vitality, right? It could be even more one-sided if some of these clutches had come through, if that second Spinx 1v3 in a row had been found. Oh, that's on purpose. They want a gap. FASHR fights through it. Oh, he got blocked by his teammate. Nikodos has to do him right now. And he's been mollied, he's been naded, he's just been pushed back. Vitality say thanks for the 5-on-4, but it won't last long. Celebrations cut short, Apex dead from that exact position. But that's really unfortunate for FASHR, who has been a multi-kill man on this ramp position.
Yeah, they want to try and get a move on here. They've thrown that flash over. They've even forced a shot out of Nikodoz's AWP from the flashbang. So they're piecing together little nuggets of info here. And that's the thing about nuggets, man. 1 or 2 ain't too filling, but once you got 20, suddenly you're chock full. Roy trying to hold down the site is only good for 1. And now the molly. Crims is a little wider from it, but he's been spotted by the ramp man. And now finished off. He'll perish over at jungle, and Mezzy is just too far removed to really get involved here. Even getting swung through the connector, Dupree's going to put a stop to him. Vitality really coming into their own in these last few rounds. Really going big mode, looking for double digits to close out what would be a great T side.
Yeah, no ifs, ands, or buts, right? Just dominance on this T half as well. The half that Vitality have had troubles on multiple maps, even inside of this series. So, yeah, this is a great sign from this team. The team that we've talked about has made seemingly the best change off of the player breaking out in Spinx, and he's certainly shown up today in a massive capacity. Exactly what we needed out of him. This is a broke boy buy for Fnatic. 1 rifle on the bottom performer, but you got to have faith that Roy will wake back up. Apex catches FASHR off the ladder, and Roy will win his fight at top mid, but they don't know how deep Apex has gotten.
Yeah, Apex, talk about a power position. Like, only got the A kill and ran all the... Oh, but, over in top mid, there is this whole thing of, like, Nikodoz kind of maybe beating the timing on ZywOo. Apex is still over here, nailing shots at A, but he was going to get traded after that first one. And it looks like Nikodoz actually kind of missed his chance to discover the bomb. That was where things could have got interesting. However, Roy is still making matters pretty whack in this one. Make it a third, rather, from his A1S over at that A side of the map. Could have forced Vitality to look elsewhere. Magisk in mid. Good for the first. And Nikodoz does not commit to trying to trade this instead. Oh, he's going to run it that late. Burning in the Molotov. Yeah. A 1-for-1, but leaving Roy at 8 health. Was it worth it? That's what you've got to ask yourself, because now you've got to get past ZywOo in a post plant in the 1v1.
What a dick move for Nikodoz. Like, come on, you just run through a molly for a 1-for-1, and you've left Roy in this. He's got no kit. He's got 8 health. At least he's against the AWP, but ZywOo wielding the hand cannon right now. And the short plant with no utility. This should just be a done deal. ZywOo, time to finish what they started and end the half with a double digits as Vitality look good on the T side of Mirage. This game might be coming to a close if Fnatic can't give us a second steamer in this second half. We're going to have to wait and see. Stick with us for the final half of the night.
Hey Future Pros! Today we will learn a basic smoke you can throw to smoke off connector. To throw the smoke, get into this corner of the bricks. Aim to the sky and within this box shown. Then throw. This smoke is fairly forgiving, but make sure you don't throw it too far to the left, as you could give the tees an unintentional one-way. That's it, connector will be smoked. However, be careful for some sneaky tees trying to use the smoke to their advantage.
Right, this has been a wild game thus far. It's had some real bright moments for fnatic, but mostly everything towards the end there starts coming up in favor of Vitality. They now hold the dominant kind of stranglehold over this game at 10-5 up. You know, things are set for Vitality to turn this series around. The day started with fnatic looking ferocious, right? Picking up a good nuke win, but then getting kind of battered on Inferno. Could be similar notes here on Mirage, unless they can somehow dig deep and make this all happen in the second half.
Yeah, I just want to see Vitality do this cleanly if they're going to do it, right? Like, one of the problems has been closing out these leads. It's not, you know, 10-5 is not a lock-in by any means, but on a T side, that was damn good. And they don't need to make, you know, a meal out of this one. A little fake exec on A just to get them up short. The smoking con denies info, and Apex only spots the last man, but that's enough to realize exactly what's going on. And the ZywOo sits at the back of car, waiting with the dual Berettas. Oh, he's just firing, fast clicking, spamming out FASHR, traded quickly. Crimson the smoke behind them in market. He lets them all pass, and Crimson almost shoots him in the arse, but Spinx turns right back around on a dime. Another headshot from the USP, and forget the plant. It's not allowed right now. If you even try and tap it, Vitality might run at you. They double face. That's a good move. 2-on-2 now. fnatic have made things interesting.
Yeah, Ryan might even start feeling comfortable enough to get this bomb down. And on this second tap, Vitality, they will start to try and get out, but into the waiting guns of Mezzi. It's a lovely pistol to find the sixth for fnatic and give them a bit more of a helping hand here in this second half of play. All of a sudden, this could get a hell of a lot more interesting. That's the thing about a 10-5, right? It can be the best jumping off point. If you win the pistol, suddenly you're so close to winning the game. You can have a bunch of missteps along the way, and you still have a good kind of edge to do it. But if your opponent wins at 5 rounds and they stick the landing on conversions, suddenly that big lead that you once has is kind of dribbled down to 2 rounds, the difference.
Yeah, it's one gun round, right now between a 10-5 and a 10-10. You know, sure, you get a force, you get 2 ecos, you get a gun round, but it's only one equal round between you and the other team in this comeback. And I guess the pistol as well, but fnatic have already picked it up. Force for Vitality. Some cheeky boys hiding at the back of the A site.
I mean, I will never write off these 4 spy rounds from Vitality. That's the other thing. Like,
would you?
I think in some weird way, this is potentially the most dangerous round. You know, even compared to like the rifle round you're going to be up against next. But Vitality are kind of playing like they don't have as much riding on it. They're a very scary team. Bomb going to get retrieved. fnatic working mid. Now trying to get up short. Apex here, they all run through that smoke and they meet him head on. With that kill finding its way over towards B, I think Vitality are just looking to save here. They're not going to get out with 3 pistols. Oh, sorry, they're not going to get out with 4. Instead, it will just be 3. But it looked like that was the call immediately. Yeah. One of these kind of classics where you lean very heavy towards one site, you stack it with the majority of players, you have a solo hold over towards B, and if they go B, well, you were hoping Apex could multi-kill. When he didn't, you were immediately relegated to saving.
Spinx did look like he knew what to expect there, and one thing that will be a consistent factor of this T side is Roy in the window room. He's going to get boosted a lot. He's going to be jumping from bench and just trying to, you know, similar as how Spinx did on some of these under lurks and boosts up from Apex. He's going to be trying to get the knife in the back from that jungle split on A takes. Nothing to lose here for Crims. May as well run round and try and get kills, but ZywOo will shut him out. Still an eco now for Vitality. And as you've already said, as we've poised, this 10-5 can close very quickly. Bits and bobs. Pistols, a nade, a smoke. that's going to get used towards Connector, as Fnatic seem to want this AXEC very early. They throw the smokes instantaneously, knowing there's no Molotovs. That's a beautiful deagle from Spinx. He's even going to boost up ZywOo to spot this Palace cross. Oh dear, it wasn't the Force Spy that was going to do it. It's the Eco that followed. 2 opening kills, and Vitality just need to play the trade game.
Yeah, they have lost matches, but this scout in ZywOo's hands is still finding success.
Sickening.
3 in the round, it's all left to Mezzi. Tagged by the deagle, that softens him up for the scout and run at by the pistols.
Wow.
Vitality with those saved guns, those couple of pistols brought forward. The scout that was still in play, they managed to find it.
Apex getting fired up. So entertaining to watch. Sonic trying to keep him cool. Not done yet, boys. Just an eco round, just a little win. But that's a massive round to pick up. I love the boost after that deagle shot. And ZywOo, just his micro adjustments in CT to find the headshot. It seems should just be taking body shots where he can, but extra half a second makes all the difference.
Oh, dude, all this mid-utility, it's so annoying. It's just kind of harassing Fnatic, you know? It's not letting them get the real estate they had their eyes set on at the start of this round. They weren't able to get out lower, right? That re-smoking con kind of kept this, like, weird little gap for the con player to look through, and as a result, Fnatic didn't feel very comfortable trying to challenge for mid. They've up and left it early, now leading back into the B apartments. It's also left him with very little time here, and Mezzi dealt with through a smoke by Spinx, never even saw him. Bomb now spotted over towards B, and suddenly you need these openers. You need guys like Crims to try and make some magic happen. He's mowed down, Nikodos is as well. Roy late up short, 20 seconds as he gets here, and he's gonna get quad swung from inside of the B site. That was the gun round there, the last of the money put into it by Fnatic, and it's going to leave them with nothing up against 12 rounds to their opponents. Really rough spot to be in. Just going to have to take an eco here, kind of handshake on giving them a 13th.
You know, these are some stats that looked pretty bad after the first half of Inferno for Fnatic CT side, and got a lot better in the T half, but they're still in the same precarious position, and that's the opening kills, right? FASHR 1-6, Roy 0-3, Nikodos 0-2. I mean, he's an AWPer that we expect to see a lot of openers for him. Very good at doing it on the T side, for sure. Fnatic do have a lot of entry power, and I expect that to get better here. Not exactly here, but once the gun rounds continue. But the numbers aren't great when you compare them with Vitality, and not a single player in the negatives when it comes to that stat line. So definitely looking warmed up, ready to go with the yellow mouse pads. But this is a huge round on Fnatic's shoulders, where if they don't win it, it does feel like we are going to get a dominant game in this series the other way.
Yeah, trying to bring a timeout in. I mean, there's a hell of a lot riding on whatever you just discussed in that timeout working. Or else, you know, you can kind of forget about the successes of Nuke. You know, it's great that Fnatic's Nuke's looking so good. Their Ancient's great as well. But, you know, when you kind of take them out of their comfort zone, what we're learning a little bit is Fnatic might have promise, but they might have potential. But don't really have that kind of gumption to follow through just yet when you take them out of that comfort zone.
Not surprised that they're not quite there yet, right? Like, Vitality have at least had the formation, this for a long time. And so adding a fifth player is a lot easier than, you know, entirely new rebuilt roster. Both teams have said, we don't really know where our map pools are at. This is a learning period. We've got a lot to do. But yeah, Vitality showing up as a better team right now. It's a great sign for a team that we've had high expectations on. Spinx didn't clear it. He thought he did. very close. 4-on-2. fnatic dueled their way out A in the meantime. ZywOo and Apex up against the world. The latter of which in a smoke, and Crims is creeping right by. Apex turns around, and ZywOo, not this one, surely.
Bomb has been planted.
I like that. That's going to stop Crims from coming through and annoying him. And it might even give the illusion that he's saving. Now, Mezzy is at least going to get the info that, like, he's not in B right now, guys, so he's still floating around CT. And that's actually pretty big info to have, honestly. You know, there was a world where, like, Crims could have sailed through that smoke once it fades, leaving ZywOo in a position to try and play for the clutch. Now that's not going to happen. They know he didn't make it to B, so they're all hanging around the bomb. They're all keeping an eye on it. He's going to take one to the grave with him, but just looking to get out with this AK in tow, really, for ZywOo. Lovely round for fnatic. Crims, good little double kill to kind of get it all going, get it all started. And they'll keep themselves in this one for now. I think it's helped out as well by this mid-play out of Spinx kind of falling on deaf ears. fnatic were set up to put a stop to mid-aggression.
Got to build upon it. Had a lack of AWPs in the second half. Vitality, all right, they want to run up top mid. They're going to meet them there with some nades to follow. Full mid control, they scare fnatic. Scatter them back to B. Now this default has just turned very slow. This fnatic have a lot of areas to recoup. And even though Vitality are no longer playing mid, just all that fear shown by that top mid rush is going to force not just util, but time for fnatic to regain these spaces. Another Molotov keeps them out of under. Vitality, they could even flash more mid peaks to go. They're holding some. They're ready to throw them over. ZywOo lobs one. Now Magisk has kind of been left out on his own. Coming through the smoke is ZywOo, hit a trade, but not needed as dupreeh with a gap catches Roy coming towards a connector, and now fnatic, it's cost them a lot. 40 seconds, 3 mollies, a flash, a smoke. No hope, no kills.
Oh, mate.
It's getting worse.
No, this is not at all at any stage gone according to plan, and it didn't really feel like fnatic had much of a contingency in place. Now it's going to culminate in what is essentially a panic-called quick play out through the ramp side. Nice. They are trying to make it happen with Crims and FASHR both getting kills. 15 seconds, that bomb still over at ramp, needs to survive this crossing. If it's dropped now, that could be the end, and there's the lineup for dupreeh.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I don't think Crims believed in that. He ran back to ramp ready to save. He was out of there, but reconvinced by that stairs jump. Didn't matter though. Still going to be dupreeh shutting it down on the cross. And there's no util for fnatic in that exec, right? Like you said, it's just a brute force out of A. It's a desperate call, and they have nothing left. Maybe Crims is going back for util. Maybe there was something dropped, but nothing came in there. And open season as dupreeh lines up a double to end it. This is getting rough now. It's getting tricky and sticky. fnatic stuck in the mud. Vitality running rings around them. 14-8. That was a perfect mid-control round.
Oh man, it's kind of rough because, like, once again, it's just this feeling of throughout this entire second half, really outside of the pistol and the conversions that were found, fnatic have never been able to escape this feeling that they're very much on the back foot. You know, they're the ones that when they're losing around, look what it does to a man. Look at this investment. Couple of Deegs, couple of Galils, very limited utility, doesn't really give you a lot to work with here. Vitality aren't just brimming with confidence, they physically have more to offer in the server. And so the stage is really set for Vitality. If they want a nice, easy time, you do it now while the going's good, while you've got fnatic this vulnerable. ZywOo peeks his little head up, says hello to Nikodos.
I think he was trying to maybe smoke it, throw a nade in Palace. Oh, Roy. Oh, there's 2 kills. He can't take the second, but he set his team up with space in the A site. Nika does. Finds a second. Spams out, Magisk and Spinx. Just spamming the very tight angle. Can't find a kill. Dupree has gone all the way back. Are they setting up to save already? Or are they going to repeat this one from the catwalk? Hoping perhaps that fnatic doubt themselves and go back into this B site. With no smokes, as long as Spinx peeks con, he can still win this round. He's playing very passive just in case, as fnatic have called this off for a moment. A stalemate. But now Spinx back on the angle. This is perfect. Timing is everything. That should be the round, though. CT plant, too far away.
Yeah. You know, some rounds you are just better off saving it. And this is very much one of them. fnatic still keeping themselves in this. The problem is, you know, these rounds have just been very back and forth in nature, and it's like Vitality are more than content trading rounds with you. They will just win first. It's first to 16, you know? Like, if you keep going 1 for 1, that's great in their book, man. Zonic's done the maths. He's got an abacus to hand. He knows. He knows the secrets of the numbers.
Wait, we're trading rounds? Yeah, we're good. We're good.
All right.
Keep it up, yeah.
It's a sound trade. Diamond hands for Vitality. They've called in attack timeout. Gonna give Zonic some time to explain the numericals on this one.
We see this blue ball on the abacus is bigger than the red ball. And so we just drag this and we carry the 1 and we won.
What do you prefer? Red balls or blue balls? Oh,
neither.
No, it was just an abacus.
Where did you think you were going with that, Joe?
And then I realized
where did you think
that things sometimes have 2 meanings.
You can't play innocent, okay? You're the one.
Right, look, fnatic.
Yeah.
Talking. Hang on.
No, just reset. Just reset.
Yeah, just mental reset. They got to have 1 in the tech timeout. Attack timeout. I get to have 1 now. fnatic.
I think you needed to.
5 behind Vitality. We didn't need to just restart me. Turn me off and never turn me back on again. Here we are out in the middle. fnatic running the gauntlet through these smokes. They're going to make it deep down towards Con. Spinx waiting on the other side, but he's got a smoke out. Not the fighting man's choice here. Gonna swap back out to the A1S. Perfect timing on this as he's now directed his attention down towards Con, ready for a gunfight. Kind of responsible for a lot right now is Spinx, actually. So it's very timing based as to whether or not he gets the vision on this Con push. And he's not gonna be there with the smoke in the way. He's got to watch a window. There's a lot on his plate right now.
It's a nice gamble, but it might not be one that fnatic come close to. Exec going over now. Mirage, multi-kill would set his team up for this retake. He's committed. They're out through Con. Oh, it's a dangerous spray. And Roy's going to find the entry from middle. Spinx concedes the site, and Vitality concede the round. That's all it takes. 1 kill, they don't like it. And 2 out of position with this triple B set up. That's it, 10 rounds. But is it like Inferno, where up against 14, fnatic found a couple of consolations?
Yeah, I don't know, man, because the game's still alive. But
yeah, true, yeah.
Here's one thing that's for certain. I think it's kind of clear that unlike Inferno, where Vitality, in spite of a couple of rounds going on the board, they were never that panicked. There was never really much of a worry in their minds that anything could have happened for that game to get out of hand. Here, I think it's a little different, just because fnatic, you know, one of the things that's really helped Vitality thus far is this idea that they've just been head and shoulders apart in terms of the money in this second half. You know, they've had everything they could possibly need. In terms of what fnatic are able to do, it's had to be pretty quick. It's had to be pretty in your face. You know, there isn't a lot of room for fakes or manipulate and rotates when you're working with like 3 flashes and a smoke. But now they're building that up. Now they're getting a bit of residual cash. They're getting some staying power in this map. It's like even if Vitality win the one round to find 15, it's still going to be a grind to close it out, right? Yeah. You're still going to be up against AKs, even AWPs in every one of those rounds. So, you know, I'm not worried yet. Vitality is still very much in pole position, but they're on the edge of having their money broken. They're up against the fnatic that are believing more and more with each round that goes their way.
Are you saying Vitality would have troubles closing?
They certainly could, Hugo.
I don't believe that. Doesn't sound right. They certainly could indeed, though. Yeah, ZywOo on the AWP. Now on the A site, at least. It's where fnatic have laid their hat for most of this T half. Do pre-flash for a mid-peak.
And that save there came out of necessity. And they might have to do more of that. If these openers keep getting found cleanly by fnatic, we kind of need Vitality to have the trade game locked up. Maybe even winning an opening fight. That would do them a world of good.
Yeah, think about that round in middle where they got the 1 kill and just completely gave up mid. Forced so much util, wasted fnatic's time. Force him into a desperate A attack late. Magiska's in a far better position, but he is going to get mollied. Might have to be smoking this one quickly. He hears it coming. Good awareness. He doesn't smoke. He just sits right in front of it. Wants more angles to fight. Wants to get back out under. ZywOo has his palace, he's made the call, but just only has to worry about ramp. Dupree's helping out in the meantime, and he's got through the smoke. Spinx with a kill. ZywOo drops that palace split, and it's all come crumbling down here for fnatic. They walked right into the stack, and they will leave with just 1 kill, and that AWP even gets saved. 15 rounds now for Vitality. Right place, right time, and all the pieces slot in place. Final timeout for fnatic. They dug deep in this series, but Vitality keep filling in their holes with dirt.
Yeah, you can see Mezzi and Kia doing the bulk of the talking. Right, everyone else just sat there listening attentively, putting full faith in them for this last, or what could be last round, last chance at least. Right back into it. Vitality are going for the throat. AWP for ZywOo. Leaning with it. Over towards this A side of the map right now. They had an A1S trying to take a fight in mid early, but smokes are already down. fnatic are going in and looking to take mid away very, very fast. But over the top of this smoke is Spinx. He hasn't really been too active in fighting early for this connector control. So will they be ready for it? Because right now Roy's on an island in the bottom of mid. No one nearby to help him. Does have a bit of assistance as Mezzi's now moved into middle, taking the catwalk. Maybe that could work out quite nicely. Roy's drawing the attention of this A-site player while the rest of the team are now execing out through the apartments. They've lobbed this util in just to gauge the reaction from Vitality. This doesn't have to be a follow-through. It's all dependent on how much success Roy has over at this A-site. Mezzi's going to cut down another man as he tries to rotate in. Might not get the kill, but Magisk is low. Right now, Dupree's alone at the B-site, and he's gone. Apex followed up onto as well. And that round comes together beautifully. Little tack pause to really go over it and nail down who's going where, what the protocols are, when do we hit the go button.
Yeah.
But they iron it all out, and the results, the proof's in the pudding on this one, man. That's 11 for fnatic.
Delicious. What a perfect lurk for Roy, right? He comes out through con smoke, gets the kill, and that kill completely changes the round. It forces Apex out of the B site from a double B setup, while fnatic are just sitting in apartments with the bomb ready to go. And as you said, it pushed Magisk into Mezzi on short side, so he gets tagged up. He's forced to save, and even that's not, definite. Oh, right, yeah, he's found it. So That's just perfect. 1 kill, completely shuffled Vitality. They panicked there. Got a bit jumpy. And fnatic just exploded into the B side with all the entries. 4 rounds the difference. And the money now drawn into question. That was the best chance Vitality were going to have. Now, fnatic are full of gumption. Stressful round. Apex knows that his rotation was the one that gave them the B bomb site. Left his teammate alone. And got in back too late. Ikados now has an orb secured. Another top mid rush. These have been really good for Vitality, but they're boosting over the top. Majist can't see. He has to run away. Big gets flashed back, but now fnatic know what's up. The penny's been dropped. ZywOo does still get his pick out under. Roy gone. The man at the most of these first battles.
Yeah, this was going to be a worry, man. Vitality are now kind of adjusted. They're warmed up to this. You don't have these little pauses to go over it anymore. You don't get to talk it through now. It's all on Vitality's terms. And they're winning fight after fight. ZywOo, Dupree and Majist kills in tandem, and Spinx to close. Vitality close out this series 2-1. Nuke might have been a long while ago now, and they make up for it across both the remaining maps. Inferno and Mirage go pretty dominantly the way of this Vitality squad.